Welcome to Elite Encounters, where epic stories are told and you watch the legends unfold. Guys, it's great to be back. I was not here right before PopCon, which we had a blast at. Oh my gosh. It's always good to go to another dimension and see what they do for entertainment, right? But we reached some goals and we had a great time. And those of you guys that were there and saw us, thank you so much. And I hope some of our new people are tuning in today. Hello if you are. And we're gonna kind of jump back into the Soul Severed campaign here because we left off on not really a cliffhanger, but I guess you could call it maybe an emotional cliffhanger. So we've got the United Souls traveling through the hells, trying to get a feather from a phoenix. There is a phoenix that is a pet for one of these archdevils, the archdevil. And they are questing to try to get there and get this phoenix to give them one freely. They have been through two layers now.
Shit water.
Trying to get to the third, which is actually the second layer. Their third layer, the second layer of hell. And they actually found someone who seems nice, welcomed them into their nice clean home, let them have baths, gave them food, asked only if they could get questions answered from them. One question to tell them where the road to Dis is, one question to tell them about what they might face for the transition into Dis, because there's always some kind of obstacle. And the last one just is kind of her payment for helping you guys out. They agreed. Each person needed to answer 3 questions, and they found that these questions were quite nerve-wracking for some, serious for others, easy to answer for some, and others that just really struggled. Either way, it made them all think. And then once the questions were over, they kind of retired off to talk a little bit. And things kind of got a little heated as people were called out for lying, or they felt people weren't being true. And then things just kind of kept going. That's kind of where we were. You guys were talking about whether gods were afraid of you, whether the gods were watching you, whether you're being stalked by gods, you know, what all is going on here.
Yes, and yes.
Correct.
But that's where we were. Still in this nice manner.
Look, I can't tell you what winning means, but I can tell you that if they sent me, it's important.
Wait, now it's turned into a they?
It was always a they. What are you talking about?
Oh, are we meaning like...
Is
Like-
they singular or is they
yes.
plural? I know that's a very smart question for Chevy to ask. I don't.
So is there more than one?
Yes, the people that I work for, there's more than one of them. It's an organization.
Great. Now the mafia's involved.
The God Mafia, the Godfather.
What? No, what? No, they're not gods.
Oh.
But I thought the time god sent you.
No, that's just what I personally worship. Like,
Oh.
and worship's not even the right word.
Oh.
No,
Sorry, I'm not laughing at
So
you.
let's
I
back.
don't even know. I honestly think that he might be behind the organization, but I don't even know.
So what is this organization,
say we're
and,
gonna-
and why are they so
Back this conversation up.
intimately dialed into what we're doing?
They enforce, I guess you could call it fate, holes in the time continuum.
Well, I feel
I
like
don't-
the god of time would be intimately involved.
You think? Yes. That's why I think he might be. But no, I've never met him.
Yeah, you don't want that.
What doing?
What am I doing?
You said invested in what we are doing.
Yeah,
What doing?
killing gods.
Just one.
That's yet to be seen.
At least one.
I like that answer better.
Why? Which one?
Those are all great questions. Why? Because currently there are two gods that are fighting in the middle of the country that we are from. And because these two gods are fighting in the middle of this country, it's causing a rift that's literally ripping the world in half. The world itself of Iotadri will cease to exist if we don't stop the fight. The problem comes, one is the god of death. He's trying to reap the god of magic. It is his time to go. The god of magic is calling all of his essentially arcane casters that follow him or worship him to this place at the rift, and he is essentially fueling off of them like arcane batteries to fight the god of death, to stave off the mortal wounds that he dishes out. If we kill the god of magic, I don't know that that necessarily satiates the god of death for claiming his soul for death. If we kill the god of death, I don't know that that solves the problem, because now the god of magic has discovered a way to pretty much be invincible. Either way, both of these gods are committing heinous atrocities that are killing thousands of people in this world, and they have to answer for that. And I think that's what's important.
Not to mention that souls can't flow properly.
Correct.
The
Your
people
Nail,
who-
I do need that will save I talked to you about right before we started.
So that is
42.
what's broken.
Yes.
Yes.
Death is busy.
Yes.
Death is busy, and the god of magic is busy. However,
Death is busy.
I don't see an outcome that these two just one of them just walks away and is like, job well done.
I mean, I imagine that if we take care of the god of magic, Death's just going to turn to somebody else.
Even if he doesn't like turn at one of us or something like that, I don't know that it would be us, but I'm sure he's got lots of things to do on his list of reaping. He still needs to be held accountable for the
Agreed.
atrocities that's taking place, and that's where I stand.
What death do wrong?
He's currently waging a war that's ripping the world in half. People are dying because of this fight that is going on. And I'm not saying that he shouldn't fight to kill the god of magic because it's his turn to go, but that doesn't excuse him for the things that are happening.
And for that matter, because other deities are allowing this to continue.
Correct.
Correct.
They're all accountable as well.
Guilty, guilty, guilty.
At least one.
At least one.
At least one. Greater than or equal to.
Yes.
A non-zero number of deities must die.
And the funny thing about it is I think the world has forgotten that the mortals are what give the gods power. And they have to be accountable to us one way or another. And that's how I feel about that.
I mean, for what it's worth, I agree with you. And I think you must be on the right track if I was sent to help you.
Either that or I'm a loose cannon and everyone else just has a totally different opinion. which could also be the case.
I mean, my interest is not as vested as others. Like, Chevy's daughter was affected because Chevy's daughter is a magic wielder, and so the god of magic was like been trying to pull all of the magic wielders to themselves. And
I mean, I'll be honest, until this very conversation, I was only invested in killing the god of magic. But you're right that they're all culpable in some way.
I just think that we've left them run unchecked for too long. That's how you get gods killing other gods and ripping their hearts out and fighting deific wars on mortal battlegrounds. Doesn't seem very benevolent or godly in my definitions. Seems pretty selfish.
Sorry to have just started listening in. You guys all realize Valsris has been
oh, sure.
standing there, natural 20 on her stealth, just kind of slip closer and listen. I
Not
didn't
a
know it
natural
was
20 to
that
start.
deep. That is quite the news. So, you haven't decided if you're going to kill 1 or 2 gods then?
Or 4 or 5.
More gods are involved in ripping apart the world?
More gods are
Letting it happen.
allowing it to continue, yes.
Because you have to think, there are three great deities that could step in and stop this if they wanted to. And you can't convince me that they don't have the power to do so. If all 3 of them agreed to stop the thing from happening, I guarantee
done.
you it would stop.
So 2 of the greatest circle of 7 are fighting, and it is ripping apart the dimensions. Not just iodidry material plane, but it's ripping apart other dimensions. We're affected here as well.
Sure.
So if other gods got involved to stop them, what do you think might happen then?
I think that
More broken.
I don't think it would be more broken.
I believe it would, because let's say you're right and the Supremes do get involved. So let's say the White Lotus gets involved.
Sure.
If the White Lotus is going to get involved, the Black Lotus is going to get involved.
Sure.
And they're supposedly evenly matched.
Sure.
So, death and magic.
Right, but you missed the point where I said if they all agreed to stop that thing from happening,
They don't have to be opposed to
they
each
don't
other.
have to be opposed to one another. I'm just saying if those 3 agreed to stop these 2 from fighting, to save Iodidry from the wanton destruction that is coming, you cannot convince me in any shape or capacity that those 2 would then be continuing to fight. Those 3 could snap their fingers, those 2 could cease to exist.
But balance.
It is worse even than what Valthris is saying. These beings, sure, they could send a meteor and blow up a planet, but they can do much worse than that. How many people, how many beings have you met that know everything, that know the future?
1.
There are quite a few of them out there. When you start dealing with fate, when you start dealing with people who can predict the future, if those start going against each other, a lot more than just a planet can be in the balance.
Every single line within the tangled web ball of string goes awry. So hopefully they don't get involved.
Ball of string.
Yes. Strings of fate, my dear. Every choice you make
Don't play
creates a
with.
new one.
No, not to play with.
Yeah, everybody knows not to touch those. Well, not the ones at Fate. Oh, he would have a blast with you, wouldn't he?
Who?
That's what I'm for.
Playing
This
with
is
the
what my
balls of
organization
fate.
does. The places where the gods can't act because it would upset time, it would upset fate, it would break the universe, it would break the metaverse. They send us.
To join up with heroes like this.
Sometimes. Sometimes it's ugly stuff.
See, I'm glad I decided to help all of you now, hearing all this. Although, I would like, do you know what plane they're actually clashing on?
Mm-hmm.
Which one are they actually clashing on?
Fighting on the material plane.
Oh,
Yep,
they're
right
just
out in the
ripping
open.
through all of the others.
Yeah.
Hmm. I might have to visit.
It's not a sideshow.
But when you go and you kill one, it's going to be a show.
Well, that will be a show, but what's happening currently,
Or two.
not a show. And I don't feel like, unless I have totally misread this group, that we're on this mission to do anything but stop what's happening. It's certainly not like we're going to go in there guns a-blazing and make names for ourselves on purpose.
I don't.
But
use
you are
guns.
going to make names.
It will be an unfortunate byproduct.
Unfortunate.
I don't. We're just, no, yeah.
Well,
Only this one wants to make a name for herself.
you are already too late to have not
already
made a name for yourselves. You've already made names for yourselves. United Souls has definitely created a brand, so to speak. And it's not a bad one. Oh, well, some of the people here might think so.
Put a pin in that. We need to go back to your organization because we don't need to. Please start talking about your organization.
My organization operates on a very need-to-know basis. It has to. When you're dealing with fate, when you're dealing with the predestination, there are times we can only act when we don't know. But what can I tell you? We're from another plane. We meet in secret. We've been around for thousands of years. Possibly longer than that. That's just how long I've been involved.
Thousands of years?
Yes.
You.
I'm almost 9,000 years old.
I didn't know gnomes have lifespans that long?
Yeah, gnomes live forever.
Oh. Didn't realize gnomes
I'm
were
gonna
immortal.
pick up my bowl of food and just start popping bits of egg in my mouth while y'all are talking, like popcorn.
Yeah.
Though, I know one or two people who are not. I know a human who is even older than I am. I don't exactly know how. There are things weirder out there than even I can understand. And
So let me just ask this then. You're 9,000 years old. You've seen some shit. You've been around the block. You go in when the gods can't get involved because shame on them for letting shit happen to begin with, and you fix things and you set them right according to whose grand plan?
I don't know. I honestly don't know who calls the shots in the end. But I can tell you the disasters that we've averted have been real. And we've saved more than the world more than once. And it's not a glamorous job. I've lost friends, I've lost family doing this job. Typically, nobody even knows. I don't particularly like the people I work for. They're assholes. But it's necessary.
Who deems it necessary? You're going to see a very common thread in my questions, because if you don't know who's pulling the strings at the end, how can you justify the actions that you're taking? And I ask that only predicated on the fact that there is a world-ending calamity taking place right now, and you say you work for people who see the future. Why was this not stopped before it started?
Do you not understand the concept of fate?
Balance.
Fate happens whether you want it to or not.
Yes. There are people that clearly exist outside of fate.
Well, and then you have the one that's represented on her necklace there that sees all
I
the
could
different
care less
ones.
about him.
Well, what I'm saying is that person would know, that god would know the fate of if someone stepped in to stop it to begin with. Maybe it was worse.
That god can't tell you whether he has a blue shirt on or a purple shirt on any day of the week. I wouldn't trust a thing that guy said if he was in my face offering me 1,000,000 gold pieces. I'm just saying.
I can only tell you the answer from me.
Yeah, sure. And I'm not like lashing out at you. I'm just saying, for myself and my understanding of this, if we claim that there is an organization that is in the know or kind of works in the background to help these things from existing, then why do we find ourselves in the thing that shouldn't be existing?
Why do we need to be the ones to go stop it?
Why did you guys decide to go stop it?
Because we were handed a list and said, you owe us, collect these things, go kill one of those guys. And we are people generally of our word.
Who did you owe?
That's neither here nor there.
Well, I would think it was a rather large debt, if that was the case.
Yeah, most of us were imprisoned for a fairly long time for something that we never did.
I just stumbled along them elsewhere. I wasn't part of the original.
Sin, right? I got you.
Correct, yeah.
Yeah,
Not you, Sid.
All I can tell you, all I know, is I've seen what happens when we fail a mission.
And what does that look like?
World's ending. I mean, you all have such a narrow perspective from your short lives. And there are things that happen that are much, much worse than even what's going on now. Fate, those beings are not above fate, like you say.
No,
Sure.
not them. Your organization is operating outside of the touch of fate.
No.
Your job is to come in and correct it and corral it. If that's your job, you have to operate outside of it in order to have that power over it.
Yes.
I can't know. They keep me insulated.
Correct. You don't know. You don't know. But someone in your organization knows and is pulling the strings like a marionette. So your organization is over here, operating under the guidance of someone who is outside or has the bounds of fate in his hands.
Yes.
That's what I'm saying.
There's an entire being that's very nature is fate.
Sure.
And so, to some degree, he's deciding what fate is worth pursuing and what fate is gonna get crumpled up into that ball and tossed away.
How make
Think-
decisions?
Think of fate more like a contract between the gods, the most powerful. They could do anything they want, like you say, but if they did, the entire universe, more than the entire universe, would just cease to exist like that. When one of them, not just gods, but anyone who is capable of defying fate, steps out of line, they send us in to correct it. More often than not, that's violent. That's the sort of thing you like.
I
But
think she's got you pegged.
I didn't know I was applying for a job, but apparently I'm a shoo-in.
Absolutely.
You don't even need an interview.
Need
Reputation.
shoes?
Yes,
What?
neat shoes.
I don't know,
No shoes.
but from watching them over the millennia, I think they look for the smallest adjustment they can make to correct it. In fact, I don't even think they look. I think that's all they can do.
Guide,
So
not
I don't.
change.
Yes. I don't know why you're the answer. I don't know why you're the smallest correction that can be made, but apparently you are.
No, you're the small
No. She's their insurance plan.
Nixie, I did send you some.
She's here to ensure that we do what we need to do.
We are the correction, whatever that is.
So you said Sunshine can't die. I think you said the same of all of us. Is that really true? Are we
Can't
all
or shouldn't.
part of this plan?
All I know is I have heard talk about how important you are in the future. Which means you have to be around there for the future. Yes, you're important.
All of us?
I don't think you were part of the plan. There's a good chance you are, but I'm not in contact with them anymore. At this point, I'm just a person. I don't have any special magical knowledge. I don't get an update as to whether you're part of the plan or not. I think as long as you are on the same quest, you must be.
Listen,
Don't
we
know.
had a plan. You were not part of it.
Me too.
Correct.
But here.
Agreed.
I take it our meeting in that swamp wasn't just by chance. You were there for a reason. You knew we were going to be there. On our way to Velrix.
More or less.
Some would call it fate. Some would call it staged.
Right.
And here I promise not to cause any party strife.
I don't think that necessarily is coming from you.
Well-
It's just,
No.
this is the first time in a long time we've had an opportunity to stop and breathe and talk to one another.
Planted, I think would be the right word.
Look,
Nixie tree.
Shrub. Too short for tree.
Tiny tree.
I get why your feelings might be hurt at the deception. That makes sense. I don't blame you for that. But nothing has changed. You're still on the same quest, and I'm still going to help you. I don't even I'm not even putting my thumb on the scale as to what you actually do. Whatever you decide to do, I'm there for it.
At any time, could someone from your organization come in and pull you off this mission, or tell you that we're no longer fulfilling our part in this?
I don't know.
Yes.
Has anything like that ever happened to anyone in your organization in the past?
Not exactly.
That's reassuring.
No,
Sure, go on.
people have given up on the mission before, yes. As far as I've seen, they've never sent agents, but it has not gone well for them.
You see, my concern is that once we become no longer useful, or if we decide and make a decision that is not in alignment with your organization, then these icons become things of great value to your people that can just wipe us out and start anew.
No. Not start over.
Well, yeah, I think if we fail, I think
They just
We-
replace us with a new Ernela, a new Chevy, a new Civil in our place that will do what they want us to do.
Also, I'll just be honest, I'm going to have a hard time not believing. No.
Not
I'm going to have a
good
hard time believing that any decision that we involve you in isn't being swayed. Which I understand is why you wouldn't have wanted to tell us in the first place.
Can I ask a question? It's mainly to you.
To me?
Yes. Are you talking about this organization coming in and just taking you out, wiping you away? You're heading to kill a god or two or four, as he says.
Or five.
Fine. I did.
I just didn't say no.
And you're worried about an organization that she has said is not a god.
We have
She's-
specific god-killing weapons that I
She's
don't have.
9,000 years old and
Yeah.
operates outside of the realms of fate.
I don't know what
There's
she's
no way
capable
you're
of.
actually physically 9,000. She looks amazing. I'm not even
Her skincare
9,000.
routine is not, not to be rifled with.
Apparently.
I'm just saying, there's a whole different conversation between I have a weapon designed to kill the thing that we're going to kill.
But if he strikes
her-
me with that, that's...
Yeah, if I stab
Let's say-
Chevy with this weapon, it does no more damage than it has always done. If I run this through a deity, it hurts like a motherfucker. We are geared to fight the deities we are traipsing towards, not an organization that operates outside of faith or outside of fate.
I know I look great, but I'm not a god yet.
Is that a goal?
Yeah.
He's a legend in his own mind.
And again, I'm not trying to say that your organization's out to kill us. I think what we're all trying to get at is
They could be.
at any point in time, the directive from your organization, whoever that is, can change. Like if whatever we're doing is not what we're supposed to be doing, which by the way, we have no idea whether we're on the right track or not, other than the fact that we're supposed to collect these items and go. To be fair, we don't even know what we do with them once we get them all. Do we just march over there and be like, hey bitch, we want to fight too? And then we pick one and start stabbing them? I have no clue. Or do we put them all together and turn into a big ass dinosaur and we fight them like fucking Godzilla? I don't even know who Godzilla is, but is that something that happens? We have no clue. So that's the problem, is we could get all this shit together. We could get all this stuff together, and then someone much bigger and badder in the sea could come up, smash us, take all the things we've collected, and fucking do whatever they want with them. Because we've gravitated them all together in a big ass fucking pile. And I don't know about you, but for the longest time, I was chased around by a big ass fucking dragon that's looking for the same things that we are.
Why?
Because she wants the items that we do, because she wants to control who she kills. right? There are other people that are capable and willing to do the exact same thing that we are.
And to your point about an organization that could kill us when we've got God-killing weapons, we were all almost killed by an organization that freaking dragged us into the pits of hell. Not literally this hell, but you know what I'm getting at.
Yeah.
With the velvet valve and all that.
Yep.
Like, we were in prison and almost died, despite having icons that could kill gods. So yeah, having another organization out here that is trying to pull the strings of fate is a little worrisome.
I mean, I kind of always assumed somebody was like behind the scenes. I did not ever believe or assume or even contemplate that
That it was Nixon.
there would be a person in our own group that was part of that.
I always thought it was you, to be honest.
Well, that's fine.
You're the leader. So.
You are the leader. Yeah.
You're the alpha?
She's the smallest alpha there is.
Yep.
Yes.
Not about size.
It's about bounciness.
Yeah.
Nope.
Nope.
It's the motion of the goblin.
I get why you're worried. I mean, sure, it's scary. It's a big, scary universe, and if they really wanted to, yeah, probably. But
It was already.
I'm gonna walk over and just sit down on the floor in front of Nixie.
It was already a big,
stare.
scary universe.
but they could have done that
Now it is an extremely
already. I mean,
potentially terrifying universe.
some of these icons have existed. I don't think they have designs on any of that. It's more a one problem at a time sort of deal.
Sure. But see, do you know how much of Iotadri has no idea what's going on?
Yeah, I do.
It wasn't until we told our lovely guest here where they were even fighting that she found out that
Right, we're the guest. She's the host.
what the same thing. Our lovely host. We told our lovely host that
to our conversation.
surprise, I've moved into your home. It's now mine. I don't know.
Vampires.
Yeah, it's you've invited me in. You can't get me to leave now. It wasn't until our lovely host asked the question that she found out from us where they were even fighting. There are other continents in this world, I'm sure, that have no clue what's happening at all. But their shit is being ripped apart, and they have no idea what's happening, no control over it, and they're just at the whim of whatever the fuck happens next Tuesday, because this Tuesday's just as fucked up as last Tuesday's fucked up. And you know what? Here's the piece of shit. Nobody asked me to be a hero. No one asked me to go defend the world. And I think it's bullshit that there are places in this world that have no idea that there are people even fighting for them. Because they don't even know what the fuck is going on. And the gods are just completely okay just to be like...
Death and magic. At it again.
Will these boys ever just grow up?
I mean, right now,
It's
we can get around the rift. But I have a feeling that eventually it's going to stretch all the way through the ocean. And if we don't stop it...
There it
What
is.
was
The rift
that?
is here.
Did your sword fall down?
No.
No,
is that what you want?
that was.
Do you
It sounded
No.
like
do you want to tell
a
everybody
balloon.
in Iotadri? Do you want to tell everybody in hell?
Well, as I said, you're making a name for yourselves. People definitely.
Do you want them all to
you're
know about
doing
this
things.
war?
But here's the thing. The gods have power because we give it to them. There are people there are people that have no idea that the gods are the ones doing this to them. They are just blindly worshiping something that is enacting something that will kill them if we, or I guess another group of hooligans, don't stop it from happening.
I'm using Aura Sight on Nixie.
Ooh. I don't even know what that is. But it sounds pretty good.
That's true, Laura. The best heroes are the ones that don't want the job, but fuck.
Yes. Absolutely. What difference does that make?
The difference is because they don't know, it's like a self-inflicted fucking gunshot wound. We're doing this to ourselves because those two wouldn't even have power if the rest of the world knew what they were doing to them.
Do you think it would be any better if everybody in Iota knew?
I think if these gods stand behind free will, then I think the people that worship them should know what's going on. Because if you know what's going on, you can make informed decisions. I think that's the crux of free will.
Then tell them.
Hey friends, the gods are fucking you.
We've told everybody that we've crossed paths with.
That's the problem. We're this big. In a world that's this big.
Somebody here is in an organization that's 9,000 years old or more.
Laura,
So
give yourself a tick mark for that.
What is Nixie's emotional state right now?
Anger?
Anger. Okay.
Do you care about your pack?
What is your
And I'll gesture to everybody that has been talking.
what is your deception DC as well?
My deception DC is 36.
Okay. Thank you.
Look. If there's one thing that I learned from my father, and I hate that man, and I'll spit on the floor, is that the only way that these deities exist in any capacity higher than we are is because we allow it to happen. And I just think that we have gone too long without the understanding that we put them there. And that's something that I think that they are okay with letting become something of the past, something of secret, something of myth and legend. Because if they discover that, I don't know, if someone just decides that they want to take it upon themselves to discover self-enlightenment and grant themselves their own power to do amazing and miraculous things, holy shit. What kind of fucking crazy shit is going to happen then? Because then you're going to start having people following other people. Whew. And then you won't need them anymore. Now, granted, I understand that's how deities are made, right? They do some cool, miraculous shit, and they just kind of continually get elevated until people believe that they're gods of some kind of fashion. But this relationship between us and them isn't talked about anymore. And it's something that I think they're completely okay with us forgetting. And I think they just want it to be that they're always going to be there, and they've always been there, and they're never going to leave. Well, that's just not true. And as soon as we get this feather, I'll prove that wrong. They will leave. One way or another. And I scoot my chair back from the table, and I get up and I walk into the other room. I'm done having the conversation.
The role I had you do earlier, Nixie.
Yes.
What would you say somebody would see using Aura Sight on you as far as that? What kind of effect does that seem to be giving? And you can send me that if you don't want to say it out loud.
What does Aura Sight see?
Aura sight sees conditions, afflictions, emotional state, and there is another roll that I can do to see if you were trying to be deceptive and that kind of thing, or trying to hide things like that as well. So,
Which is why, while I was doing it, I asked you if you care about your pack.
Kind of noticed she ignored.
There was.
I did not get an answer. You're not wrong.
I kind of got talked over.
That's okay.
I
Yeah.
started to say something.
That's how it happened. I am
Cyril
okay
was
with
on
that.
a rant about the gods. You guys got him on one of his favorite
just-
rant subjects.
Not just several, but
Look, I'm only passionate about two things in the world: killing the gods and killing the gods. Sorry, I'm not even in the room.
you see anger and sadness. And I'm not trying to be deceptive at the moment. I don't think there's any important afflictions or anything on me.
The thing we talked about earlier would show up kind of as an affliction.
Oh, okay.
So,
All right.
does it seem to be heightening those emotions at all?
Yeah.
Because she can see that.
Okay. Yeah. I mean, I am certainly having to dance around that. So, yeah, I'm. There's probably a little frustration from that.
Okay.
In the mix. So, I mean, if you want me to, I'm not going to talk
Yeah, I'm not
about.
being subtle about it either. I straight up sit next
Yeah.
to you,
Stand in front
and
of
my
you.
eyeballs don't blink for a whole minute.
Okay. Yeah, that part I guess I won't say out loud, but I can send it to her, or you can probably understand it better than I do, but,
Okay.
I'll get up, and I will walk slowly around you. Are you sitting at the table?
yes.
Okay.
Yeah,
so I'll just
I was still
do like a
eating
half
when this
circle,
started.
and then back around. Sniff at you a couple of times.
Sunshine comes over and gives Nixie a hug. I got a message. Just does the sunshine hug. Little thing for a few minutes.
It feels good, but I don't want it to.
She knows. She'll just hold you for a few minutes.
Nixie
I'm
just
sorry.
voiced Kristen's life story right there. The hug feels good, but I don't want it.
You know, it's ironic. I know about how angry he is. I know exactly what he feels, and
So
he's right. I mean, I'm not even trying to stop him from any of that. But man, it's scary.
yes.
She squeezes a little tight for a moment and before letting go and says, "We all have our parts to play." And she'll go to check on Cyril.
Can I roll to see if I hear that?
Oh, you walked off quite a while ago.
How big is her
her
house? I mean,
It's
I'm gonna look at Irnela.
decently big. It's a manor.
okay, fine.
Heart in good place. And she'll point at Nixie.
I don't disagree. But
Yeah.
I don't know how many of her decisions are her own.
Kind of
And that is concerning to me.
Did the ends
All
justify
of
the
them.
means situation? I don't necessarily agree with the methods, but if she's really
Nixie is Nixie's.
Yeah, but Nixie has an employer.
Us too. Me, Ama.
I'm a,
You, Cub.
Oh. Oh,
Clara.
Clara.
Not the wholesale distributor.
Oh, well, whatever.
I take it with all
Sports
this
ball team.
happening, you all might want to stay another day. You might as well relax and calm down and enjoy yourselves. Maybe talk some more.
Don't look at me. I wouldn't want to overly influence what they decide.
I love it.
Well, I have a few things to attend to. Again, I apologize. I wasn't trying to overhear, but I did overhear something that caught my attention, and I had to hear the rest.
I
I
don't
mean, it's
believe
hard
you.
not to hear it when it's being yelled.
Well, it wasn't quite being yelled, but I do hear quite a bit in my own home. You know, it's in my toe, so
That's
I
true.
can hear things.
Are you worried that we might shoot your toe off?
No. No, I'm not.
I'm a better shot than accidentally shooting toes off, I promise.
So if shoot toe on purpose.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Well, someone can come find me or have a servant come find me when you are ready to hit the road to Dis. And as promised, I will take you to it.
Why?
Why this?
She doesn't get expressions.
She
does
does not.
It's where your feet are smacking the road. You
Oh,
know,
feet
your
hit
your
road.
feet are hitting it. I think that's
Feet hit
how it
road.
works. Yes. Either way, it is a common language expression, so it's a little different than what we say in Diabolic.
Sin
What's
is a-
saying? Dia.
She says it and just like,
Bless you.
Did that translate to something different, or
a little different. It's more like beat it into compliance.
Oh.
I'm not sure there is a direct translation. It's closer though.
She'll go walking out.
In feline. I didn't pick you because I don't like you. It was a logical choice. As far as I could tell, you have the least amount of ties to this group aside from myself,
It's true.
and therefore you were the weakest. And that's how pack animals think. I don't know how to not think like a pack animal. That's all I've known for a very long time.
Meow meow. Meow meow. Meow meow.
Very serious face while I'm
Well, look, I may
You were
have
looking
said
at me.
I
Did you
was.
send me something? Okay. Just making
Are you
sure.
responding in feline or in common?
Oh, you said it in feline?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the only way I can talk
Oh, yes.
Fluently.
fluently.
Yeah, I'll respond in feline. Look, you're not wrong. It's so frustrating, but I am probably the most expendable.
I don't think you're the most expendable. Just in comparison to everyone else in the group, you are the weakest.
I may be prepared to die on a mission if I have to, but I have no plans on doing that. I've been through
Me too.
Tighter scrapes than this. I'm not going down here.
Especially here.
True.
I also assumed that I couldn't pick myself.
Yeah, I got that impression too.
I can't attack myself very easy.
Yeah. No, in fact, your vote isn't even what bothered me. I haven't spent any time with you. You have no reason to trust me. I thought I was doing a better job ingratiating myself to them.
You two just sitting there quietly watching the two meow at each
Yes.
other.
I'm finishing breakfast. Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean-
Several stormed off and Sunshine left.
I think we should ask
Can we go shoot some stuff?
Yes.
Okay.
Ask what?
if we can join their pack. Because obviously they don't think of you like part of their pack. And clearly me too.
Elgato yawns and goes, bullshit.
Clearly you're part of the pack.
Mom said okay.
But I mean the both of us.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Several's the alpha. Not your alpha. The whole pack's alpha. He's the strongest one. He also yells the most.
He's airplaneering at you. Mom, you feel him kind of do one of these to you. Is it your Nayla? Alpha.
Your mother.
Alpha.
Your opinion is biased.
No.
Yes.
Ask sister.
Her opinion is also going to be biased. She's your sister.
Looks toward the door where she followed Sunshine out. Looks back.
Just saying.
It's okay, you're wrong.
You're allowed to think that.
Really?
I
my
know
cat.
that. I know that, and I'm bigger. I'm right.
Bigger is not always stronger.
Mom's alpha. Even he says so.
He doesn't believe it either.
Mm-hmm.
So many meows.
Sure.
My dad could beat up your dad.
Yes.
Oh, from Elgato, it's more growl, growl,
Yeah.
growl, growl.
Look, you should. And
I think you should too.
look, I admit it sounds nice, but I've lost too many people, too horribly.
I lost my whole family. I'm not even sure I'm ready to have another family. But what this pack is doing is important enough to be a part of it. Especially if you're supposed to be doing the things you've already said that you're supposed to be doing. And helping.
I've watched too many people I care about die. I don't want to get too close to them
It's too
and then
late.
watch them die.
Life and death are the balance. And that's what we're supposed to be fixing.
Okay. Okay.
You don't want to leave, do you?
No. No, I don't.
See? Your heart's in the right place.
Okay. Let's ask them.
Maybe after several's not mad.
Ask Mom. Alpha. That's more of a, you guys hear that panther growl thing. He pretty much yells it at you.
Everybody needs to be here to hear the question. The decision would be the Alphas.
He starts yelling for Zila. He just starts yowling. Ah! Just starts yelling.
Really?
In comment, I'll look at you. Sorry.
Really?
My fault.
Is that necessary? Right in my ear.
Nuzzles and goes over closer to Chevy.
Yes, yell in his ear.
Shove a piece of bacon in his mouth. Shut up. Damn cat.
That's the equivalent of handing a kid a screen.
After Sunshine and I's conversation in the other room, I'll walk back to the doorway to the room.
As the cat's yowling. Yeah, Zila comes running past you. The kid's in the room like, what is going on? Kind of a freak out.
Sorry, El Gato just went wild there for a second.
I'll just lean in the doorway. Answer me one question. I don't want any shit from you.
Okay.
Are we just discovering the path that we're walking on, or are we actually riding the path that we're walking on?
I'm not trying to give you any shit, but I honestly don't understand the difference.
Well, that's the existence of fate, right? Are we discovering the path that we're on, or are we riding the path that we're on?
Saying ride as in like a horse?
Righting.
Or right.
Righting.
Okay.
I definitely heard ride like a horse.
Yeah,
Righting.
I heard right.
Righting the path that we are on.
Oh. Okay, no, yes. You're walking the path. That's the only reason you even that I can reach out to you, is because you're walking in those seams of fate where you have a choice.
But
Which means you're also writing it.
they can't coexist. Either
Seams between fate.
Yeah, I understand what you're saying, but you can't have choice if you're walking a pre-written path.
She means right.
Most people don't have a choice. You're in the area where you do.
How do you prove
Why?
that? You have no proof that we have any choice at all.
Okay.
I'm just saying. This is what goes on in my head when these conversations start, because now I just feel like that we have no choice in the matter.
We're just doing everything that was predetermined.
We're doing what has been laid out before us that we've been predetermined to do. And it's funny because Sunshine, and he kind of points because Sunshine is there under his arm, like, she says something very similar about, oh, well, you can walk the path and you can ride it. No, you can't. You can't walk something that exists and write something that doesn't exist at the same time.
Do you feel...
Yes, you can, because we can leave it right now, is what she's saying.
No, you can't. You can't leave it right now. There's a 9,000-year-old gnome that says otherwise. Like, Here. Ready. Here. Take this out of my hand.
Why?
Just do it.
What happens?
Like, literally, try to take it from me. No matter how hard you pull, you can't take this from me because I've made an agreement with this to kill a god.
Technically, she can try to disarm you.
Can't.
However, it will come back to
No,
you.
I cannot be disarmed. In the thing, it says I cannot be disarmed. So, I've made an agreement.
Right back to you.
Sorry. I've made an agreement to kill a god.
Don't hit the kitties.
I'm not trying to hit the kitties.
Look, do you feel...
Well, here's the thing. Were you trying to let her take it?
No.
Okay.
Why would I let
Okay.
why would I let anyone take it from me?
Sonova wasn't actually trying to take it. She was afraid it was going to hurt her if she tried. So
No.
I mean, the way you were holding it, I was worried about that too.
Do you
Well,
feel
I
better
also
about
don't
your
really-
agency now that you've asked me that? Do you feel any better?
No, but I want an answer from someone who apparently has dabblings in fate as to what your definition of what fate is. Because I feel like we're not quite all talking about the same thing.
I'm not a philosopher.
I mean, you know way more than I do to set the record
You
straight.
don't have that lore?
I am a...
You seem to have lore about everything else. Is lore philosophy not a thing?
I love it.
I know all about... Yes, I know the philosophers. I know what they say. They all argue with each other constantly. You want to know what one of them says? I can tell you. I haven't spent any time thinking about it. I go on missions. I do the practical. This is what I've seen. But fate is not my business. I don't try to figure out how it works. Best I understand it, you have agency. I hope that makes you feel a little better about it. But that's the best answer I got for you.
But not everyone does. Not everyone has agency, apparently.
Fate is real.
But that's what I'm...
Question.
Yeah.
If not agency, why here?
So the idea of agency meaning that I can choose what
No.
I wish. If I have agency over myself, I can come and go. I can do what I want. I can make all those choices on my own.
In feline. Will you tell him I meant to say, if we didn't have agency to do whatever we wanted, what is the purpose of your presence?
But you do.
That's what I mean. I want you to tell him what I meant to say so he understands.
Fate is mutable. Zero. It's from Sunshine.
Again, I just think you're wrong. Like, it either is or it isn't.
There are places where it is, and
Do or do not,
places
there is
where
no
it
try.
isn't.
Wait,
And I don't understand how it all works, but best I understand it, I can only intervene in the places where it is.
Why they
So if I
send Nixie
Mm-hmm.
if we can't decide?
why they send Nixie if we do decide?
Why Nixie here?
We've all resorted to.
Why Nixie here if we actually have choice?
Why are you yelling at her
That is
and
I'm not yelling at her.
yelling at Nixie and yelling about this whole thing if me saying fate is mutable is my opinion, but it's not yours? Why are you yelling at Nixie
I'm
about
not yelling
her
at
opinion?
I'm not yelling at Nixie about anything.
Cyril. You're being very negative and confrontational.
Oh, okay. You know what? Fucking take your negative and confrontational. I'll see myself out.
Look.
This right here is called mutable, and I leave. Perfect music. Like
Look.
door slammed shut to the outside. Wham!
Look, are we going to spend all day grilling me about things I really shouldn't be talking about? Or are we maybe going to decide how we're going to deal with this ritual?
Oh. I don't know.
There you go.
I had to open it back up and shut it. It wasn't getting the effect that I wanted.
I mean,
Sounded
it
a
took
lot
you a
like
while
my
to get
gun.
to a door
Sure,
that
sure.
you could slam.
Sure.
It is a manner. Are you like heading like courtyard type thing? Finding a door to go slam, huh?
That goes outside.
Okay.
Any takers?
I mean, we only have so much time here, so I think moving on is probably the best bet.
I'm gonna go see if I can find several.
I'm gonna say one last thing and then I'm gonna walk out the door. Just like out into the hallway. I'm not like
Not going
Not slamming a
outside
door.
the slam
Storming.
doors. This is not the first time he's done it.
no.
And unless the campaign ends real soon, it won't be the last.
That
I
could
should
be
take
arranged.
a screenshot for you because that was literally what she just sent me. Not the first, won't be the last.
I'm gonna shift down to cat form
And go after him.
so I can cover
More
ground
ground.
better.
Gonna look at Chevy and be like, not be like, I'm going to be. I realize you and I joined mid quest, and you have much stronger reasons than I do because I do not have a horse in this race.
I think everyone has a horse in this race. In the end.
I mean, I enjoy living, and therefore, yes, I have a horse in the race, but I'm not as strongly allied one way or the other as to which horse wins the race, we'll say.
Between magic and death.
Or anyone else that comes along, yeah. But there's a very strong part of me that is going to have to take a long time to wonder about what now, and whether it all is really us doing what we think we're doing, or just like us having a very gentle thumb in our back
Sure.
helping us along, because those are two very different feelings.
Yeah.
And one of them I'm okay with, and one of them I don't think that I am.
Well, what I can say is now, right now, we're in the middle of fucking hell,
Literally, yeah.
so we need to get the fuck out of here.
I would agree with that as well.
So, like, let's get our shit together and go.
It's the most aggressive you've been.
The whole campaign.
Seriously.
I'm tired of being here. I'm tired of sludging through shit.
Literally.
It's getting on his red coat.
It's always, I'm always getting shit on my boots.
Or getting swallowed.
Yeah.
Listen, I'm barely taller than your boots. How do you think I feel? Although I ride on
Yeah.
a cat, so I
Yep.
guess I can't complain. But I'm going to anyway.
Yeah. Well, look, I think we all need to make decisions one way or another, but those decisions can be made when we're in a safer place. We right now are on a mission, and we cannot abandon Irnela or Nixie or Sonova.
I don't plan to abandon myself.
We all need to pull ourselves up by our bootstraps and GTFO until we can get back to the material plane.
Yeah, I think
So I'm gonna
we're
go
to.
tell Sunshine to slap Several on his cute little ass, and we can move
I'm
on.
still right here.
Oh, okay. Well, Sunshine,
She
you go.
didn't follow him out. When he storms out like that, she does not go chasing after him.
I think at this point we're gonna have to agree to disagree with
Sure.
the world, maybe.
Silver's right to have his own opinion and be mad about it, and
Kind
Sunshine's
of.
right to have her own opinion. But
Kind of have to give him a few to calm down,
sure.
which means we might end up staying here another
I mean, it depends on what
Can he
kind
pout and walk?
night. Probably best he doesn't.
Well, I got an idea. Why don't we ask Several if he would like to pout and walk?
Because that'll make it last longer.
But at least he'd be walking.
He'd have a choice in the matter.
On the nose. On the nose.
Just a little bit of agency would help, I think.
Yeah, yeah.
I mean, we're already in a place where we literally don't have agency because of a contract we have
Correct.
signed.
Can you pout and walk, Several? I don't know. Can I?
So, like, we're already functioning without agency because the majority of our actions are tied to the contract.
In this moment right now, yes.
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 And that's already infuriating, I feel, as a person who likes to shoot things. But to think that it's possible that this lack of agency that we're currently experiencing in Hell could continue long after we leave Hell is super depressing.
Mm-hmm.
So maybe we need to get rid of one lack of agency. And then we can tackle the next lack of agency.
So then after we kill these gods, we go after this organization that is trying to
We
tell us
I'm just
did
gonna
all
go home.
sign that contract, though, willingly.
We did, yeah.
And then
Doesn't
we'll,
mean we enjoy it any.
Then we'll march through hell and kill all them too while we're at it.
And technically, we could violate the contract. We just have to deal with the consequences.
Listen, I've only just recently been able
Oh, you have a
to
you have a hole in the mouth problem.
remember who my family is. I don't feel like I want to violate a contract before I can go back and get to know them
I
again.
mean, good decision, but
Well, the contract doesn't mean that we're losing our souls if we're not in hell and we break it, then
It
it's
just means
broken.
that once
We
we've
can't come
broken
back.
it and we're living
we no
people,
longer have protection.
Yeah.
that we will quickly become
Targets of
floaty
everybody.
souls in the hells.
If we're here, yeah.
And I would rather not be a floating soul in the hells because I would like to go home eventually.
yeah. I'd say if we break that contract, we should GTFO even faster.
No, I don't intend that we break the contract. I'm just saying we need to complete it so we can get a little bit of agency back before we figure out how much agency we'll continue to have. And then I'm going to take my cat, walk out of the room.
While you guys have been talking, Sonova, you followed several. You can easily find a window near the door he slammed that you can pop out of since you're in house cat form.
No, big cat form.
Okay, big cat form. You
House cat form does not go nearly as fast.
so you go out the door, slam the door, find yourself in the courtyard, kind of near what looks to be some kind of stable. Did my door deserve that?
I apologize if I broke your door. Just let me know how
I'm
much
not
it cost.
worried about it. I just hope it doesn't squeak after that.
Yeah, me too. Look, I apologize that... I just apologize. There's a lot of things that... There's a lot of things that if one side is true, it's bullshit, and there's a lot of things that if the other side is true, it's bullshit. And I don't like either one.
Meaning, talking about the whole fate business and such
Yeah.
that you were going on about.
I don't count it as going on about. That's what my mother always said when my dad was going on about shit she didn't
So-
care about.
Let me ask you a question.
Let me know when
So you
I get
say
there.
Is this part of my
souls.
3 questions?
No, we've already done that. I'm asking you a question, and you can decide if you want to answer it for me or not. But you all talking about how the god of magic is pulling from magic users,
Mm-hmm.
killing those people, correct?
I don't know that he's actually killed anybody.
And-
I didn't see any of that, but he's definitely turning them into magicless husks.
And souls aren't moving where they're supposed to. That part I know because hell is in an uproar about that. But, so, and you're feeling like you have either you have free will and you're writing your own path, or someone's doing it for you, right? That's kind of the choice, and you're saying it's either one or the other.
Correct.
Well, you all did speak about the fate spinner, about the god of time.
Sure.
You've met him.
Indeed.
Have you ever touched a string?
Yes.
Did you see all the possibilities? Was it your own?
I don't remember. Possibly.
So you saw all these possibilities laid out before you, the different decisions that train you to go to different ways, and
I don't even
other
know. I don't even know if
places.
it was mine or if it was someone else's.
I've touched one before. There's many different choices you make
Sure.
in your entire life. Now, I could believe that the insane god might be trying to touch everything. But I can't believe that they would be controlling it. Just like, obviously, every single soul is not going where it's supposed to because death is busy.
Yep.
They don't have time to touch everything.
But see, that's the funny. Time is his purview. He has all the time.
But mind control is not.
Correct, but just because he's got the ability to, he has the ability and can touch all of them. You don't know if he is or isn't. That's the problem.
But it's still your choice. that
Says
makes the-
who? Who says that?
Says what? What would you explain to me then? So are we all just little dolls that he's sitting around, and she'll pull a little doll actually out of her pocket. A little doll that he's sitting around going, oh, yes. So we're all little dolls just standing around. She'll pull another one out.
Yeah. Is that not by pure definition?
not
That's
by
exactly
pure
what fate
definition?
is. Everything is destined
They're not
before you.
children playing with toys.
I think if you dumb it down like that, it absolutely is. If you believe in fate, and that fate exists, and that your path is written before you, then that is exactly what it is at a 3rd grade level.
Well, I don't.
Little God
believe
or
that my
big God
path
and little
is.
toys. Bloop, 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 doing the thing.
I don't believe my path is. I believe that I make my own damn choices.
Then you don't believe in fate.
Yes, I do.
No, you don't, because you can't have both.
Things can happen, and
Fate.
then there are other things that are.
Fate is certainty. That is the definition of fate. Fate is certain. You can't have fate and then be like, "Phew, phew, half of it I can just wash away." Then it's not fate anymore.
You've got a strong opinion, but
You know why I have a strong opinion? Because either I turned my daughter because I fucking loved her and I wanted to save her life, or some motherfucker in a god suit made it so I would destroy the relationship with the only thing I cared about in this world. That's why it fucking matters! And I get up and I slam the door and I walk fucking outside.
you walk back inside.
Outside
Outside of her place too.
out of the fucking courtyard, out of the fucking building. Now he's fucking angry.
I choose to have walked up right before he exploded. Okay. I'll just keep following him.
Okay. And you guys are walking out of the dining area, right?
I'm sure by now everyone heard
Oh,
of that.
you hear more exploding
just-
from several.
I just sigh.
My pencil
and
was
I'm just
somewhere.
It flew somewhere.
Yeah, I was like, my pencil
I
was
think
somewhere.
Chevy and I are still there.
That one.
Yeah, I think he's
Or your
pouting and
nailer
walking,
went
but
out.
he's
I went
walking
out,
that
yeah.
way.
I wasn't going like
Different way.
outside. I was like
Never
headed
mind.
back to my
Never
room.
mind. I found it.
Thank you.
It does not appear we are leaving this evening.
No.
I'm just gonna go back to that nice warm bathtub.
He already did.
And while everybody is kind of figuring out what they're doing, this is probably a good place for us to take our break. The streamer's got to stream. So, the party kind of separated out all over the place.
We split the party.
Yes, you did. You split the party in hell.
Great.
Don't you know
Oh,
you never do that?
great.
Oh, did I just point that out? Sorry, no, kidding.
Yeah,
right,
but
guys,
these guys
we
are
will-
safe.
We will be right back, and I'm sure somebody here is going to tell you guys about us and our time at PopCon and reaching some goals and stuff. I'm sure you guys handled a little bit of that maybe yesterday with Bloodlords, but maybe there's some people on today and right
Maybe.
now that they didn't see. All right, I will be right back, guys.
All right. So, now
What's
that I'm
PopCon, Mike?
Yeah, I don't know what PopCon is. I've put that in my, my back burner for till March of next year, right?
Yeah.
So we,
PopCon 2027
Yeah.
is happening.
yeah, PopCon 2027. Go ahead and put it on your calendar. It's in
Right.
March.
It's in March.
It's in
May?
March.
It's in May, isn't
I
it?
think it's in March.
It's gonna be in
This
March
is the
next year?
problem
Yeah,
with this
Wow.
particular event.
I think it's in March. Let
Is
me
they
double check, but I
don't-
think it's in March.
Pick a weekend and stick with said
Yeah,
weekend.
it jumps around.
Hopefully they
Seems
pick
to
a
like
location
when
and
they're
stick
in.
with the location too.
Has that moved too?
Last year it was still the convention center, but on the opposite side of the convention center.
There was construction on that side of
Oh,
the convention center.
Sure. But
Yeah,
so we just moved
but
sides.
that's this year's still.
I didn't know if they even had dates. I just thought he was saying
I
March
mean-
instead of May, but okay. I'm good with it.
Nope.
But anyways, we made a goal to reach 500 subscribers on YouTube, and we blew past that goal and reached 600 subscribers on YouTube. So a lot of work went into that with a lot of people on our team.
Oh my gosh, I think it's in
Yeah.
August.
August of next year. PopCon August 25th
Maybe.
through 27th, but it doesn't say
It's-
what year that is.
It says 2027 dates have not been finalized yet.
Who knows?
Anyway, go ahead,
Sorry.
Okay.
Chevy.
Reached 600 subscribers. I don't know exactly how many we gained on Twitch. It was a little bit less, but we weren't driving, foot traffic there,
Right.
really. So not to be surprised, but I think we've passed subscribers on YouTube now from YouTube over Twitch. So that was a huge increase. We gained like 300 subscribers or something. It was some ridiculous number.
I'll get
over
you
a
that.
3-day
I'll get you that
weekend.
number. Give me just a second.
Laura says 578 here.
578 on Twitch, yes. And yeah, we reached 600 yesterday morning
Yeah.
after some last minute pushing. So, yeah.
So,
But it was a lot of fun. We ran bar fights for bonding. We ran about 300 people through bar fights for bonding over the course of 3 days, which was great because we had toned down our numbers through each game from, we had to put a cap on it last year. We were running like 20 to 30 people in some games, and they were lasting a very long time. So we decided this year to run like 6 to 12 people through it, and that worked really well. Running again, I think next year we might try to actually stick to our once per hour schedule. Jinx and I got it down to an art there at the end where we're like, okay, we start on time, we at the 15-minute mark do 7 or higher hits, at the 30-minute mark it's double damage, and then you're ending by the 45-minute mark so that you can be prepping for the next round. So I think that worked really well. So we maybe need to write an SOP there.
An SOP.
we ended up with a grand total. We ended up with getting 364
Nice.
subs on YouTube
Nice.
and 52 on Twitch.
Right. Which is great because we weren't even asking people to sub to Twitch.
Right.
Yeah.
And I have a message from one of my inside people for PopCon, and it says, PopCon indie dates are going to be at the end of March of 2027. Still need to confirm, but that's what they have been told.
Okay.
End of March.
End of March.
So we have less time to prepare this year,
Yep.
but I think we'll be okay.
But we can carry a lot of the preparation we did this year.
For sure.
forward.
Yeah, I think we a lot of the stuff that we did this year we can just redo for next year. And then I didn't talk about the charity thing for the
Oh, yeah, how'd
Q's
that
Pet
go?
Criminal. Bubbles got second place. Unfortunately. Bubbles is my turtle.
You have a turtle?
Bubbles did get second
You've
place.
been to my house. We've been doing D&D for 2 years.
Listen, I don't
You've been to my house at
wander
least
beyond the
24
main floor.
times, and you've never seen the turtle?
No. Is that what's in the aquarium
Yeah,
upstairs?
that's what the water sound is upstairs. You
I
think I just
assume
have a loud toilet running all
Yes. Like any good engineer, you
Yeah.
gotta have something that's not
I've
working
got
right.
one of those.
the time? Just a loud toilet running. It sounds like a waterfall
No,
all the
I
time.
knew there was an aquarium upstairs. I assumed fish.
No, it's a turtle.
I don't go
It's a
upstairs
turtle.
at your house.
Yep.
I've
got a picture of the turtle was trying. So we got to PopCon on Saturday morning, or was that Sunday? I don't remember anymore which day it was, but we got there that morning, and my daughter called me in a hectic panic because the turtle was escaping from said aquarium,
Oh,
and
that
because
is
we found
Easter
out
weekend.
it was because she was getting ready to lay eggs. So
your
there's-
turtle laid eggs?
Yeah, she does it about once a year. So when it
So-
becomes that time, she starts digging around in the rocks and everything, and then like goes crazy and tries to escape.
So does she lay eggs even if they're unfertilized?
yes, so yeah, so similar to or snakes or birds or literally anything. Yeah, they lay eggs unfertilized. It's only when obviously a male is there to fertilize the eggs. You guys can look that up and find videos on it. I'm sure.
Write
if you
an
want
SOP
to.
on it.
Yeah. But yes,
I bet you David Attenborough could tell you all about it.
probably. Yeah, but she
Sorry,
normally
I'm
just
hungry.
eats the eggs,
Way
which
better
is
than Taco
why
Bell.
the picture I shared was like a bunch of eggshells that were just shredded. She normally just lays them and then re-eats them to reabsorb the calcium and everything. But that's what happened.
Not very nice of her to not share her eggs with you.
I don't want them. Good.
Oh,
Um,
maybe you can fry them up next time.
yeah.
You gonna eat that?
I'm sorry.
Let me see. If
I just want you to know that Faye Queen agrees. She also had no idea you had a turtle.
I guarantee you the kids knew that we had a turtle.
Yeah,
Yeah.
they don't talk to us. Are you kidding?
The kids never have mentioned the aquarium up there with the turtle. That's crazy.
Again, I don't go to your upstairs.
Yeah.
That's like where the people live.
We don't go there.
All the doors are closed. Literally, yeah, there's literally nothing up there besides our bedrooms.
And apparently a turtle.
And a turtle.
There's a turtle.
Yeah.
Here she is, trying to escape.
Oh, look at her.
Yeah. So Rowan decided to shove her back in there and set. This is like a wood thing that I made because she tried to escape one time a couple years ago, and she actually fell down here beneath the table in the aquarium and like got stuck between the
Sure
table
she
and
did.
so got that all fixed, and I put this wood thing on it, and now there's bricks on top of it, so she can't move it because
My
apparently she's
sister-in-law
big
had to
enough
do that
move.
with a snake.
Yeah. Yep. So that's fun.
But
Anyways,
Sorry about that.
sorry.
You're okay.
Popcorn.
Loki
Bubbles
won.
came in
Loki
second.
won the cutest pet.
Of course he did, because he's
And
beautiful.
it was a $200 donation to the charity of Loki's Choice. Right?
Indeed. So
Yeah, 'cause Loki had a
pets, pet treats incoming. No. Yeah. So Kayla and I, Kayla adopted Pepper Ann from the local animal shelter in the area, and so she chose to contribute back to that shelter and that organization that where she got Pepper Ann from. So yeah, that's where that donation will go for Loki being the cutest criminal pet.
He is the cutest criminal pet. He's
Yeah.
the only one that I can pet.
Yeah. Yeah, he's definitely guilty for,
That's why he's the cutest.
yeah.
Because I can pet him.
I mean, the little ones will let you pet them, but
I'll
they'll
let you
also
pet the
run you
turtle.
over.
You can pet the
Yes.
turtle.
Yes.
I'm happy to hold the turtle. I love a nice reptile.
Should just try to escape.
Although I
That's
will say that this week was the 3-year anniversary of the time I got bitten by a snake at church.
Oh no.
Did you know we went to that kind of church?
I didn't. I
Sounds like my
I
kind
kind
of
of
church.
assumed just based on your personality, but
Yeah. Nope, I made the dumb mistake when the wild animal people were there.
oh, so this isn't a weekly thing where they get the snake out of
Correct.
the chest and say,
No,
"You gotta hold the snake." Okay.
we were doing an end of session celebration thing, and the wild animal people brought the animals to
Yeah.
the church. And without thinking, I went from holding a rabbit
Oh no.
to wandering too close
To a snake.
to where the lady was holding the ball python, and ended up bitten here and here. Whew.
Interesting.
Because I'm pretty sure he thought I was a rabbit.
Yeah.
At least your hands.
Smells can be
Smell-
deceiving.
Yep.
Yeah.
They had reptiles at PopCon over on the far
Yeah,
Mhm.
back
saw
left
them.
corner. Yeah, a giant tortoise too.
Yes.
Loved it.
Do you
Kinda
want me
fun.
to? Do you want me to show the shirt?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay.
Yes.
You can talk it up.
Yes. So, guys, they were doing right before PopCon. They did landmarks and lotuses, which is essentially they're starting to kind of get together the little town that they're going to start in for campaign 2. And there was some comments made about dishonor and things that happened, and somebody decided to put it on a shirt, and this thing looks amazing.
I think it was decided in the same breath.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Needs to
As
be on a
leveling
shirt.
up to 14.
Yeah.
It-
Level up to 14, and this belongs on a shirt.
We're all going. I want one of these. I want one of these. I
Absolutely,
want one of
it's
these.
beautiful.
I don't know about you guys, but this thing looks awesome. So
I think we are going to officially probably, I say that because I don't know how to do this, but we will figure it out. We're going to launch our official Elite Encounters merch store, and I think this will probably be our leading first shirt.
because this one is
Besides
awesome.
the plain Elite Encounters.
Yeah, besides the plain Elite Encounters shirt.
Dishonor
Dishonor
runs in my family, and on the side, it actually says dishonor flows through the bloodline on both sides. It looks awesome. It's got all 3 of the moons of Iota Dree there. I am excited about this shirt. I think it looks fantastic, and
think it
I
looks
want one
awesome.
really bad. So we might, we haven't decided if we're going to be completely costumed up for our campaign 2 or if we're going to be in our Dishonor Runs in the Family shirts. Because that is amazing. I love the shirt. So, guys, we'll be putting those out as soon as we can, but let us know what you think.
Yeah, let us know what you think in the in the chat down there. If you want one, let us know, and like if we get enough interest, we'll put it out there, and we'll make it so it's available for you guys to get.
Absolutely.
And I would love to have like pictures of you and your family with your Dishonor Runs in My Family shirts as you're wearing them out and about for sure. Be awesome. Okay, back to asshole mode. Here we go.
Wait, Sunshine's not back.
All right. So, you guys have kind of done your own split. You have separated around and everything. How long is Sivro going to tromp around the swamp before he finally calms down enough to come back in?
Romp around the swamp.
Yeah. Before he realizes
Tromp
that you guys are
around
just
the
arguing
swamp.
opinions.
Tromp, tromp, tromp.
Man, probably at least 45 minutes to an hour. And I don't know that he goes anywhere outside of like the gate of her house. Like he just goes out the door and is like just fuming and just kind of circling the house.
Circling the walls of the manor. Huh?
Yeah.
After like the second circle that he does, I'm just gonna sit in one spot and then count. And if I don't see him in the same amount of time that it took us to walk around the first couple of times, I'm gonna go looking for him.
Okay. So he does 2 circles before he's done. You did 2 full circles with him before sitting back down on the porch type of deal?
One of those just, okay, he's just walking in a circle.
I mean,
He's
she's
not
very
wandering
obvious.
off.
She's in her larger cat form, so she's
Yeah,
just
totally
kind of
not
following. How close to him are you following?
However far away he was. I'm not gonna chase him,
Okay.
but
I'm also not running necessarily
yeah.
either, so.
It's one of those after about probably quarter of the way around the house, you realize about 20 feet back, 25 feet back. You got Sonova. She's just walking along behind you. It's almost that whole
Why are you out here?
big cat.
because you're out here.
I can't understand you.
I know.
You can go inside if you want. I'm fine.
No, you're not, but that's okay.
Meow, meow. Whatever. She may be a little bigger than that one.
A lot of bit bigger than that.
Okay.
So yeah, after about 45 minutes, maybe an hour, I don't know that he's any less angry, but he's convinced now that he's ready to leave. Like, we're ready. It's time to go. Like, I'm fucking over this place. It's time to leave.
Just got in the bathtub.
Yeah.
She's like floating on the water, and I'm
Ayla's
like
gonna be mad.
slamming the door. I'm like,
Interrupt.
get your shit together. We're leaving.
Sunshine's hanging.
That's you
with,
drowning in the water,
Nixie.
right?
That was me swearing in
Sunshine's
Goblin.
hanging with you.
Even get a chance to soak.
No, you're not even pruny yet.
Chevy and Nixie kind of finish your food and eventually go do
Yeah,
something else.
I went
or
off
what
to
you
my
guys-
room.
Oh,
Oh, I mean, I would have finished eating first, but yeah, if you wanted to say something.
yeah, I mean, everybody has to storm off now. We have to figure out what we're going to do with this ritual before we can leave. Like, that's the one thing we have to do. I don't know, we could discuss it, the 3 of us,
I
but...
mean, we can probably talk about it on the way there. It's probably not just going to be a plop right there. We're at the ritual site. Right?
Yes, but I mean, you've made decisions with this group before, like how long is it going to take for everybody to get on the same page? I feel like that might not be a thing we can count on.
Joke's on you. Nobody's
Yeah,
ever
are you
on the same page.
Are you asking how long it's
We're
going to take for
often
them
not
to
even in the same book.
get on the same page for the ritual, or
The
to get
ritual.
on the same page for what you're about? Because
The
I don't think
ritual.
anybody's ever going to get on the same page as you right now.
Sure.
As far as all that goes, but as far as the ritual goes, I mean, depends on how strong Civil's opinion is.
Okay, that's a good point.
If he's got a very strong opinion one way and Sunshine or somebody else has a very strong opinion another way, it could take a while to reach a decision.
That's why I think it might be a good idea to choose now.
Well, let me consult my brain. Where I,
Got one in a bottle?
yeah.
And if only people could hear what Elgato is talking to your Nayla about. It's things like, you should just go grab him up by his scruff, Mom, as he's playing in the water,
And all I'm hearing is, right here.
as he's splashing.
Yeah.
Just seems like he's having a good time and
Of course he is.
talking a lot.
My God, you're mouthy tonight.
Don't worry, Chevy. It's already chosen, whatever it is we choose.
Yeah.
Sunshine does add in while you guys are talking, and you kind of start thinking about it. She says, I actually planned to give up my old holy symbol because it is all I was and all I am to be.
How do you think that's going to be twisted? As we give up something important to us, that gets twisted, and then there's a third part of the ritual which seemed like the more important part to me. But
Not much twisting they can do if God that's not
welcome to hell.
Sorry, not
Yeah.
there.
I was going to give up my old sword, which is my father's sword. I don't use it anymore.
here. And we have to pick something for phase 3 of it.
Naming of the damned, fractured oath, withholding, silent vote, or outright refusal. I bet I know which one Several's going to choose.
Who knows?
That one sounds the most straightforward, outright refusing, but how dangerous is the fight going to be?
Apparently, that's what most people choose.
We're not most people.
Yeah, I think if anything steers him away from choosing that option, it's that fact.
I think the withholding is interesting. We all choose one thing we won't do for each other. It obviously has to be something important, or else it wouldn't mean a whole lot, right?
On the surface, that seems like the most dangerous one, which makes me intrigued by it. What's important enough to give up that we could afford?
Well, it just died, so it's not a big deal.
Apparently battery life is...
You need plugged in.
You get
I'll
battery
charge it
helps.
later.
Get this.
It's gonna pick up where it left off. I'll just
Okay.
leave it.
Alright. The naming of the damned and the silent vote both sound pretty dangerous as well.
Indeed. I don't even know what happens as a consequence of the silent vote.
Yeah, we just have to write a name of who is the weakest and strongest among us, and I'm afraid that means they have to pair off and fight, or who knows.
You can pretty much count on it not being good.
I don't know. I think we, need to discuss this as a group and figure out something.
And then there was the fractured oath.
Right. Would you pair off and make an oath to each other? Of some kind. Sounds similar to the withholding. Kind of a reversal.
Kind of the other side of that coin.
Right.
I know personally I'm prepared to do that, but I can't imagine several binding his will any more than it already is.
I think he had multiple layers of people telling him what to do over his lifetime.
In the silent vote, what is weakness and what is strength?
That's sunshine. Am I back in here yet?
Well, you're taking turns around the manor
I know,
while
I'm
they're
just-
making these.
Yep, I understand that.
It's definitely a matter of opinion, isn't it? Wonder if anything bad happens if we don't agree.
We all have to unanimously choose one of those 5 choices.
I understood it was to be secret.
The only thing that she did tell you guys that was secret was the silent vote. Everybody writes down a name for the weakest and one for the strongest.
But you're right, we should discuss it together. But it's a hard choice. I recommend thinking about it.
That's not my strong suit.
He's a thumb in kind of guy.
I never go just thumb.
You guys maybe discuss a few of them, knowing you're not really making a decision, but maybe talk about them, strengths, weaknesses of each, your thoughts on them, and maybe you're cleaning up your plates and finishing up, or maybe just sitting there talking. What are you guys doing after about 45 minutes?
I probably would have left at some point.
Okay.
Back to my room, waited on several to get done.
You, at some point, you get in. You can hear the splashing and a lot of meowing and growling, and he's very, very vocal. Elgato is very vocal today.
I'm I'm gonna wander the halls looking for somebody to discuss what to do.
Okay. Eventually, these two will come back in.
On the way back in, I'll shift up to human form again.
Okay.
I'll open the door for her.
I don't
Not-
understand
not
the
anymore.
concept of being all
Oh, no.
chivalrous. So you open the door and then I stop.
After you,
Why?
because I'm holding the door for you. Go inside.
Okay.
Nixie's just walking down up and down the hall.
Sunshine's with her.
Okay.
I mean, you might come in. And, I mean, she's willing to walk and talk apparently with you. She is saying, I really don't think we should do the refusal.
Yeah, I agree. If the hells are anything, they punish predictability. If that's what everyone chooses, then you can bet nothing good comes of it.
I'm pretty sure everybody does have to choose one together anyway.
And I'm not sure anything good comes of any of them.
Are you? Oh, you've joined us.
Yeah.
Do you have? Are you leaning in any direction? Because I think we have to make a choice.
I'll do whatever you guys decide.
Very well.
I heard the door open. I would have come back down. Or out of the room. somewhere.
Yeah, when you would have definitely heard the door. Sorry, Jinx, I forgot to tell you.
Several heard it.
Oh, I heard it.
He made the sound.
Oh, you did? I
Yeah.
missed it.
He made the sound, and I said I was holding the door open, and then
Yeah.
and then they made the sound. I said, "Well, not anymore."
I mean, when you join them and make yourself known, Sunshine's touching your arm or something, you know, how she normally does.
Uh-huh.
Would I have heard the door from the bathtub?
Probably not over Elgato's meowing and splashing, but you did say you were going to spend about 45 minutes in the bath, so you're probably drying off and dressing at this point.
Just in time for someone to start shouting again.
Sin, what about you? Do any of them sound better to you?
No. What are they?
Well, they named them and described them to us, but I don't know that we know the full story on any of them. We can do the naming of the damned, which means we have to choose one individual to protect above all else. My guess would be there's going to be some threat to that individual, but I don't know. The withholding, where we must all agree to not do something for each other. There's the silent vote, where we must secretly write the name of the weakest and the strongest, and I don't know what happens after that. There's the fractured oath, which honestly I think Chevy maybe understood better than I do, so we'll wait for him to get here. But something about making promises to each other.
What kind of weakness or strong?
As far as I know, it's up to us. Maybe they'll tell us more if we try to do it.
Or we refuse. So, walk in.
What refused you?
Big fight.
That one.
I was afraid you would say that. That seems to be what everyone else has chosen, and it doesn't seem that anyone else has succeeded.
I'll come down the stairs.
Who gives us choices?
Some guardian.
If we only knew.
Guardian God?
No.
Although more people have turned out to be gods around here than
Yeah.
you can shake a
Although
stick at.
in the big scheme of things, yes, but in this one instance, no.
I fight good.
So you came out here now.
I did, yeah.
Do you have any opinions on the matter?
I was going to say, yes, I always have opinions, but then you continued.
Yeah.
Is lunch?
I don't think refusal would be wise. I think we would already know how a vote would go, since we literally just basically sat here and voted.
We all
Oh.
pick? Together?
We all have
Silent.
to. We all have to agree.
Yes.
Yeah, but I'm just saying, as far as like the silent vote is
Silent.
concerned,
Oh,
if
yes.
we're each putting names in, we pretty much just went around the circle
And answered that question.
and answered that question.
But what's the outcome is my concern.
Oh, I don't disagree.
Because if we choose Civil and Ernela is how the vote turns out, or Civil and Sin, or whatever, I don't want one of them walking away and the other not.
Agreed.
Civil was the weakest in my
I totally understood.
If
You're the
that
alpha.
happened, Several walks away.
I don't think that's the case.
I think whatever happens here, it seems to be the way these have been described is everything gets inverted. So to Civil's point, if we were to vote, for example, Civil's the strongest and you're the weakest, and then
Then Several
Fight.
leaves.
there's a
I
fight,
stay.
I'm not sure that's exactly how it's going to work. I don't think there's going to be a choice in the matter.
There's always choice.
Till there's not.
Is there? The whole
No,
theme of the day.
no more yelling.
I'm not gonna yell.
So maybe we don't do that one.
Like I said, we've already really kind of done that one. Only not secretly.
Yeah.
Both the big cats are kind of too
So that leaves three things.
See?
food.
Lunch.
Who can live with naming of the damned?
Remind me again what that one is.
We have to choose one person to protect above all.
They become damned, meaning more or less they're targeted by something. Not necessarily
And
doomed to, end, not
Well-
necessarily to.
wasn't there some kind of conversation about what ramifications may follow this person?
Yeah, it sounded like it was forever, not just
Yeah,
while
not,
we're
not,
here.
not just once we leave hell,
You guys
everything's
hear
okay.
a dinner bell. Ding, 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 ding,
Oh my
ding,
gosh.
ding, ding, ding.
Well, you can't say she's
Lunch.
not a good host.
I very not subtly walk towards where we ate last time.
So I can't say that putting something on someone's head forever is a good choice, because we won't all always be together.
Correct.
You and Sunshine might be together, or Ernela and El Gato. But whoever we choose, we can't say that we're going to protect for their entire life. Or for whatever it is. So I don't think that's a good choice.
Especially this one that's already been alive for 9,000 years.
Yeah, if we damn Nixie and we've got to protect her, then I don't have 9,000 years in me.
No. I'm not sure I got another 100.
Another 100.
Don't have another.
So what about
Maybe.
What are you hiding?
So what about something that?
also making your
Yes.
way
Yeah.
to
Yeah, oh, yeah,
food?
yeah.
I was gonna say.
It's been
What-
a while, so it's, it's time.
What
for
about
lunch.
the promises or
The
the
fractured oath or the withholding?
Yeah. How do we feel about that?
Those were the two that stuck out to me the most, but I didn't know which one to choose. They're kind of two sides of the same coin.
I could live with either of those.
Fear the withholding thing is going to have to be something that's important to us. As far as I know, that's
I would imagine the oath would be the same.
yeah. As far as I understood it, those two were kind of restricted to while we were here, not forever. So
I mean, it makes sense that the naming of the damned thing, because really you're only impacting one person on the choice, but it's one person forever. Where these two are, everyone is affected, but it may only be until you leave hell. Who knows? We've not gotten that clarification.
I have English, common. I have a hard time imagining anything that I would promise that I would not be willing to continue to do, even if I'm not required to.
But
Personally.
would it be the same if it was the withholding? So, let's say for instance, I offered, I don't know, I wouldn't read any books, and they said, oh, that's not good enough. And we go down the chain, and eventually I say, well, I will no longer defend Chevy.
Big deal.
That would be a big deal, yes.
But that's what I'm getting
I'm
at.
big is
talking
big
about
enough?
your phase 3.
You ever see anybody have to make this choice before?
Never heard people really discussing it because there's never really been anyone I've told about them. As I said, I appreciated your honesty.
not to turn this back into Nixie grilling hour, but who's Mr. Buttons? What is Mr. Buttons? Is he a real cat that just like
Got the eye of the galaxy on his
On his belt.
on his belt.
is he a magical manifestation of you, or is he a real being of his own will?
He's a real being of his own will. It's complicated, but that much is true.
Okay.
Finding the decision hard, I take it.
Yes.
I was looking
Well-
for an easier sacrifice.
Sacrifice.
If he's a being of his own will and not just something out of her magic, then
Oh, I thought you were talking about phase 3, not phase 1.
phase 3,
He
naming
was
of the
considering
damned.
the naming of the damned.
Oh no, the animals wouldn't be considered. It's someone who would be dangerous if they were to fall to hell, give in to temptation, sell the soul.
Could be any of us.
But not the animals, I think is her point.
Yeah.
Right.
Yes.
I don't know. Have you seen
So-
Elgato behave sometimes?
I don't think you want to see it damned, Mr. Buttons.
Are you having trouble with what these are?
No, I
Yes.
think we're just having trouble making the decision. I think we're down to the fractured oath and the withholding. Naming of the damned seemed
The withholding is one of the ones you would choose. That's interesting. I
It
would
se-
have thought none
Is-
of you would want to do that one.
Is forever or just here?
Just until you leave this.
Is the same true for the naming of the damned, or is that one forever?
Just until you leave hell.
That might change things.
Assuming that the person who's damned gets to leave.
That's
Why are you so quick to volunteer?
therein lies the rub. Good sir, yeah. Seriously,
We want to
it's
help.
We all want to help. I don't-
naming of the damned is going to pretty much make it easier for any of the fiends around to tempt them.
Sure. So we just put a bag over their head.
Never mind. No volunteer.
Do you remember what happened to Sunshine when she got here?
Yeah.
All but one of us are under a contract that protects us from
Mm-hmm.
being reaped.
Yep.
Really?
Which is why I think it should not be Zenova.
Correct. Unless we do something stupid.
You shouldn't say that around people. That is something stupid, by the way.
I very not subtly take a step away from
Hmm.
that chick.
Oh, and you just made it obvious who it is.
He already said it out
Yeah.
loud.
But good to know that you trust me to know that she's not protected.
You helped us this far. I don't know why you would betray us at this point. And if you did, we have God-killing weapons that, as you say.
Could really impact your big toe.
I know, my poor toe. You don't need to look at me like that. I'm not doing anything about her. I have plenty of souls.
I'm not looking at you like anything.
I have plenty of currency. I don't need more at the moment.
Said no one ever.
Just said.
Every once in a while it comes with a bigger headache than it's worth.
Exactly.
Sorry, my coin purse isn't 9,000 years old.
I have a hard time. Seriously, you're going to have to give me your regimen, dear. Whatever it is you're doing, it works.
So one of these is a promise.
Sunshine.
To be
when all
kept.
that happens, Sunshine goes, God,
We pair off. The way I remember it is we pair off and make an oath to each other, like kind of two at a time.
Mm-hmm.
Or we all choose one thing that we will not do for each other as the withholding.
I think we have
That
to all
sort of pairs
That's
in with
fair enough.
what you do in phase one. Sometimes. Mostly, though.
we all have to agree with what we wouldn't do for each other.
No,
it individual?
each
Oh,
it's an
person would.
individual, got it.
You must agree
Sorry,
to do
my
the
memory is
withholding,
spotty
and
on
then
good days.
if Sunshine gave a healing spell in phase one, they would want that for the withholding. She would not be able to heal you while you are in dis.
I can heal.
But I honestly can't believe you guys are thinking of the withholding. I would think that you would want to limit your resources. That's actually surprising to me. I would have thought that would be the last thing you would choose.
Well, I don't feel like making it easier for someone to become damned. That sacrificing one of our own wouldn't be the first thing that I would choose. So that's why
I
that one
wouldn't
was
think
up.
so either.
It's more of a process of elimination here, where you're not refusing. So I don't think we want to do the fight, at least in my opinion. Probably not the best choice considering everyone else has failed before us. Naming of the damned is
Well,
out.
not everyone has failed. It's just harder.
What is this guardian?
They are a unique devil. So it's hard to tell you which one's there now. They do get promoted every once in a while. Last I knew, it was I believe it was Magzekiel.
Okay, scroll. 40. What do I know about Magzekiel?
40 on him, okay. Pull him up again. All right.
And if you had to rank his power level from, like, I don't know, 1 to 20, let's just say, like, how powerful would you say this Magzekiel is?
17 plus.
Yeah.
Less powerful than me?
When you have deity in your big toe, that's cheating.
I know, right? If I had to rank him, I don't know.
A scale of 1 to 20.
No idea. But
15.
I'm pretty sure you guys could take him. I'm sure you can. But he's what you get, Nixie.
Are you saying we got this?
I believe that's your job. You know, being a devil, he's going to be weak to good. You know that you've heard that that name goes with curses. So you could almost assume that the end of this ritual, whichever one you guys choose, like if you chose the damned, it would present itself as a curse, if that makes sense. The actual devil itself is he feels like he already knows why people are there, because they're coming to Dis. Obviously, they seek entry, and he wants to make it as hard as possible while trying to convert people, not kill them. That's kind of his mindset.
Convert, as in, like, convert them to a devil? To become a...
Convert them over to corruption. He believes all faiths are pretty much inherently corruptible, and so anybody that has a faith, he's probably gonna kind of focus on.
Yes, I will relay that, but perhaps color it a bit.
So it's not quite so. Hey, he's coming after you guys that have gods.
But as curses are his predilection, I wouldn't expect to get out of the fight uncursed either.
What do we do about that?
Given enough time, I'm not bad at breaking them. Provided they're survivable. I'm just pointing out that even if we can defeat him, it doesn't necessarily get us off the hook from any lasting consequences. If he's even still the guardian.
Wouldn't be anyone much worse than him. If he's managed to rank up without the flow of souls around, then that would be pretty interesting. So I would almost assume it would be him.
Okay.
But either way, if you would all like to be taken to the path, you can, or you can try to relax a little bit for the rest of the day. It's
Let's
up
go.
to you. All right. Well, as promised, I'll show you to the road.
Are we leaving the house?
We will be, yes.
As we leave, I'm going to get a bottle out of my bag of esoterica and hand it to her and say, "You've been absolutely unimpeachable as a host.
Thank you.
So I wanted to give you a little token. This is from the plane of air, and as I remember it, it was exceedingly pleasant smelling. I thought perhaps that might be something you'd appreciate."
Yes, I would. I'm surrounded by bog. Thank you. Let me put this up and we'll be on our way. She'll take it back in the house. You see her hand it to a servant, and you can probably hear her giving instruction of where exactly she wants them to put it. And she'll come back. Shall we? None of you can fly, can you?
I have a broomstick.
Not for long.
I lied. I don't have a broomstick.
For
That'd be
10
fun,
minutes.
All right. Well, I guess you'll have to walk through the mud then. Sorry. She kind of glides over she's walking, but kind of not really even touching the surface. She just walks daintily across the water and the bog. But she will lead the way for about an hour. She'll talk to them, she will talk to you guys, she will answer questions. Does anybody have any questions for her as she leads you for the next hour?
Nope.
It seems as though you'd like us to succeed. Is that fair to say?
Absolutely.
So what do you think we should pick?
Oh. You guys continue to surprise me. I believe you should all pick either the two that I would think would suit you. But this is merely my opinion. And I barely know you, I only know you by reputation. But I would think the fractured oath or flat out rejection. If you kill a devil, it's dead. There's probably nothing in your contract saying you can't kill one as long as it's within the law. And rejection causes the fight. Get a good look at him, see what you think. If you get there and you think you can take him out. He's not exactly a friend of mine or anything, so I lose nothing by you killing him. But they will replace him very quickly.
After we gone?
Yes, after you're gone. They won't make you fight the new one or redo the ritual.
Is there any negative consequence that would loom over us for killing this guardian?
No. It's just not often.
Nobody's going to seek
Success.
retribution or anything.
Well, they can. I can't predict what someone else is going to do. But it would be against the law. So technically, you're protected from that. And since you're going to this, that's where all the lawyers reside. You wouldn't have any trouble finding someone to arbitrate for you. As far as wanting you guys to succeed past this, absolutely. If you make it to Nessus, you're gonna have to tell me how it is. And I'm curious, if you make it there, that means that you're going to have to do something for someone or another task or something. I'm curious what that might be. Does your paperwork allow you to come back to Stygia?
Yes.
It's one of the layers you're allowed on, yes?
Yes.
As long as you're within the time limit. You know, you have a place to stay if you like. Just regale me with the stories. Here's the road.
As part of my recall knowledge, did I happen to know if he is a ranked
The devil that is the
demon?
on the road.
Magzekiel.
Magzekiel is a unique devil, and he's not. I mean, they're all ranked in some way or another, from bottom to top. And he's not huge up in the pecking order, but he's definitely above the norm.
The reason I ask, our contract prohibits us from destroying a ranked official. Doesn't say anything about provocation. My interpretation is under any circumstance. So if he is a ranked official, I don't think we're permitted to destroy him, even if he attacks us first.
Ranked official should be the collectors, your magistrates that you're going to see all over this.
Okay.
Official positions, or your notary that actually made your contract. Those types.
So he's not an official in that sense.
No, he's a guardian. Oh, yeah, no, you should be. Actually, may I see it? May I see your contract?
There you go.
Thank you. Oh, yes, absolutely. Kill them all you'd like. You won't be starting it. He's telling you to choose one of these things. If you choose refusal, and it is a fight. It's a fight to the death, unless he says otherwise. If he does say otherwise, that's different. And there's a few that understand diabolic, so even if he says it in diabolic, you'll understand and can convey to your friends. But if you make it back through Stygia, please stop by. I do need to get back to my home.
Thank you for showing us this way.
Just to confirm, this is the way.
This is the way.
This is the way.
This is that way.
I just take my sword and kind of throw it up on my shoulder, and I just start walking.
Sunshine does have a question for her and tells her, in phase 1, I'm giving up my old holy symbol. What do you say on that? Oof. Brave. That's what I say. It's very brave, because it's going to get twisted. And it means a lot to you. So just be ready. Okay, I have waited this entire time. May I scratch one of the cats?
Please.
She gives the cat scritches before they walk.
So Nova in no way looks jealous as she follows Cipral.
Do you need scritches too?
Nope.
Okay.
She's lying.
It is Stygia.
You should try to perceive her. No.
I'll give us scritches when you guys come back through. All right. Have fun. Good luck. She will up into the air. And you guys continue along this road. Following Cipral. You guys are gonna trudging along this road. As she said, it does dip down in water. You can have a look, you find the other end of it. You can't really tell when night falls because this plane doesn't seem to have night, but you do continue to travel for the next 4, 5, 6 hours. About the time when you guys would start laying down for a night's rest. Up to you guys if you want to stop or keep going.
I think we should probably stop.
Yeah. If Sunshine
Okay.
put up the mansion.
Sunshine does have her mansion. She can put that up. Plenty of room for everybody. Nice, comfortable sleep. And
That's the first time I've seen it, huh?
Mm-hmm.
An added cat post.
Yeah. Added another room for a comfy cat. And everybody can get a full night's rest. If you had a condition on you that I gave you earlier, you can get rid of it. You feel a little bit better.
So in the morning before we head out, I think we need to make a decision before we get there. I'm kind of back to leaning toward outright refusal at this point, but we can always keep that in our back pocket and choose that if we think we can take him.
What's the option if we don't think we can take him?
Velthris recommended the Fractured Oath. That was on our list before even talking to her.
That do pairs.
Make a promise to each other.
Does sound less bad to me.
You're in Stygia. Would be the complete opposite. Any opinions otherwise? Go with that one if we feel like we can't take him. Go with refusal if we feel like we can.
Sure.
Sounds like a plan to me.
Okay.
It'll be delayed, but I'll get Sunshine's response eventually.
Before we start walking in, I'll say, don't worry, guys, we got this.
All right. So you guys continue on this crappy road. Sometimes literally. Sometimes it's super muddy and disgusting, but nothing is matching the stench of the stinking confessional when you first came to Stygia.
Yes.
This one is not. This area is just more fog, decay, that kind of thing. It's not the most overpowering, nasty smell that you can think of hitting your nose. This is just fog. You do see a few creatures here and there. They're far enough off the road, they don't seem to pay you guys much attention. You do see souls here and there. But eventually, you start seeing the edge of Stygia. And just like before, you see stairs. And as you guys come to the base of the stairs, a horned figure, wings, pretty huge in size, but for their size, sleek and muscular build on the body. Very much so what you picture a lot of times when you see a devil or a demon, and the thought comes to mind, you know, leathery wings, chiseled body, weapon on their side, clawed hands, clawed feet, long tail with point on it. Maybe it looks like a little spade. Come to kind of hover about the center of the curve of the stairs as Cyril puts his foot on the very first stair. Know that you can't cross into Dis without passing some kind of test. And here, we have a ritual.
You're Ezekiel, I take it.
Well, apparently my name precedes me. The Rite of Inverted Truth. Have you heard of that too?
Naturally.
Mm-hmm.
Naturally, huh? Is that arrogance I hear? Oh, probably from one that reeks of tattered wool.
I'd like to go ahead and exploit vulnerability on this guy.
Okay.
Nice. That is a 45.
And hang on.
It's based on his level, so...
You're good.
Okay.
You're good. Okay.
Phase 1, right?
The offering of self.
Here.
One at a time. Ascend the stairs.
I'll go up the stairs.
You come up to the top, and unlike when you were fighting coming into Stygia, you don't see more of the stairs and see the other side. You see this hole that kind of hangs off the side of Stygia, and this pool of acidic bubbling mass below it. the rocks and the crystals are around there, and there's this floating platform over the hole. Does this encompass your belief, your identity, your power? Which one does this encompass?
Is he asking me that?
You have another one of these pencils.
Yeah. Oh, I have this one. You can use it. I'm not using it.
Mine stopped working.
Yeah.
Okay. Which one does this encompass for you?
Identity.
And what are you giving up?
That's a strength check of a 20. And I will reach both of my hands into my mouth and pull out my fangs.
Ooh.
Oh god. That's gross.
So you guys are
I rolled a 31 on a fortitude. So
you guys are at an angle. As here's the
I
symbol.
rolled that one on fortitude
Which
save.
actually,
Welcome
Jinx,
to
if you
second
want to
five.
give them a top down so they can see where he's at. We're not in combat, but I can show you guys where Sivril stands. And the hulking figure flying above him. So Sivril stands here. He kind of hovers here. Very huge in comparison. We'll put him here for the moment.
You said
the
there's like
rest
a
of
pit
you-
in front of several.
There
Yes,
is.
you go back. You can see it if he goes back to the top down.
Yeah, if he goes to the top down,
Oh, I
you'll be
see.
able to see it.
Okay.
He's hovering over beside Sivril up here. So you guys being down here at the bottom of the stairs, you can absolutely see from the side Sivril yank those out. You guys being down here. I'll do this for the moment because I don't have it got to.
I'm just like, I just remember turning my head and I just spit like a mouthful of blood onto the ground. And then I have both of them in my hand.
A very ornate bowl appears on the floating platform. Place it inside. Next.
Do I go back down the stairs? Okay.
I'll go up.
Okay. Chevy goes up. Do you give from your belief, your identity, or your power?
Earthquake test.
Damn God's still fighting.
Right? In the material plane.
Interrupting my rights.
I think this would represent both identity and power for me. It's a sword of my father's that I used for many years. If I had to choose, it's probably more of my identity than power.
All right.
For all this
See the-
rapier.
You see the bowl.
Will it
You
fit
see
in
the
the bowl?
bloody fangs. It will fit in the bowl. It's made for a creature
Oh, okay.
his size.
Okay. Gotcha. Yep. Throw it in.
Okay. Okay. As soon as you start coming down, Sunshine's. I take it you guys are all listening for what everyone says.
Mhm.
You see Sunshine take the holy symbol of Corel Levane, her dead deity, and he asks her, this your belief, your identity, or your power? She said, all three. Place it. Should come back down.
I'll go up next.
Okay.
When I get up there, I pull braid from back, remove a charm off the bottom of it, set it inside.
Is this your belief, identity, or power?
Yes.
Who goes next?
I will go next. I am going to.
Are you dismounting El Gato?
Yes, I don't
Okay.
want him anywhere near that.
Okay. All right.
I'm not going to try to tempt a demon by putting a cat under its nose.
It's like a rabbit and a snake.
Right? Yeah.
I made it out okay.
Yeah.
He goes like 3 steps up and like puts his chin on a step and just looks pitiful.
You'll be
I'll
okay.
pet him while he's
Yes.
down there with me.
Okay, so I'm next.
Okay.
And mine is going to represent my identity. And I'm going to take, I've got all of the name tags on the inside of the jacket. And I'm going to take the Irnela name tag and put it in.
What was the one before Nayla?
Bob.
So now you're Bob.
No.
Well, that leaves me. I head up to the bowl and I draw out a toy soldier from my bag and put it in. This is my identity.